Hello everyone, another day, another stream. Today I'm gonna play a story mode game. It's a small game, but it's a really popular game. I heard that the storyline of this game is really good, so I'm gonna try it out. I went out today, so don't feel like playing anything stressful, so just wanna chill a bit. So let's see how this game is. Do I have to press something? No? Is the game sound too loud or something? I hope it's not.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
It's like a good game. Oh, one sec. Let me fix something.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Why? Ooh, it's cool. Like the way they give the subtitles. Cool. Eesh.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Can we check them? Control to zoom in.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Eesh. That's good.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
Oh, suspense.
Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Should I go up there or down here? The hell? Ooh. A house in a place like this?
The truth is,
It's so fun.
even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to. The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do.
I hope it's not a horror one. I think no, not a horror. The place is spooky. Also, even if I would have come through this one, it's future.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Missing? Okay.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Oh, one sec, I need to make a call. Give me a moment. I'm back, I'm back.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house. I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
Nope. Yeah, what?
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Guess hell. So that's not the way. So we have to find a way. Can I crouch here? Can't crouch, okay. Oh.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11. The power had been turned off the night we left.
Mm. The house is so beautiful. Can I interact with anything here?
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
Oh.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
This house doesn't even look like they left it for a long time.
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Oh, 1 sec, I need to pick a call. Back. So where should I go?
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
What happened here, man? Eddie. Eat eye. Oh.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Mild with too many teeth.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house after it sank.
Saying, whoa. Wood game. Wood game. No, 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 not a wood game. It's a sad story, I think. It's a mystery something. Not a ghost game, not a horror one. But as far I know, it's like a very good story.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement,
I have a
so
good story,
I wasn't
so.
too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Oh, lol. Can't go there.
Great Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? What's the game? It's like it have a really good story. I think you'll like it.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Okay. Oh, what?
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Oh, that's scary. Everyone is buried somewhere. What the hell? Hey Len, what's up? Wait, I know this game. Really? Did you play it before?
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Ah, that's why like every door have a peephole. Can we check this one as well? Ooh.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
1947. Wait, 1937 to 1947. It died really young. Barbara. 1944 to 96.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Sad. That's sad. Ooh, lots of wine.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
What's there though? Seven AD. 1960.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Edith Senior. So, why the dates are? I think two different people stayed in the same room.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Holy, creepy, creepy. Sharing a room with his dead brother.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
But it's a bathroom, it's not even a room. Gerex, when are you?
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room.
Uncle Walter's. When are you?
I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Okay, so are you done talking? Oh yeah. So when are you gonna go for 18-1? That's when you play with Mila.
Lewis told me
push
there were
together.
secret passages, but I never believed him.
Oh. The keys for the book. What?
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Oh, whoa, it's not a book.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Now it's time to find out what my mind. Afraid of. Len, did you reach home safely?
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
No, I lost one leg. Oh no, but I'm still alive.
I grew up looking
Yeah,
at
yeah,
Mommy's
yeah.
room through the peephole.
Good, good. It's fine to
Being
lose one
inside
leg.
for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own
Whoa.
even tinier gerbil cage.
That's interesting. Hey, leave it, leave it. Okay. Oh. Is this room open? Nope. Can't open that. Is there anything good there? What is this? Sus. That looks sussy. Oh. Molly Finch.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
What? She gonna eat her pet?
The gerbil food was dry, but I
Oh.
didn't mind it.
Were you?
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Okay, is this too dark for you guys? Should I increase the brightness?
I kept eating and eating.
Don't eat that. You. That. Right. I can see my phone is full, right? After this, you should try Poppy Pated Playtime La. Okay, I will.
I ate a lot of things that night.
She's eating everything she's spending. Oh. What's she eating? Yeah, she's eating toothpaste and everything she finds.
Then
Because-
I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her.
Oh, now she's gonna eat the bird? What the heck?
And suddenly,
Ooh!
I was a cat.
Am a cat? What the heck? Don't fall down.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Ooh, this is interesting.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Wait, they're not asleep yet. Where's the bird? Can't judge her. I ate Mountain Dew and chocolate biscuit. Plug in. Where is the bird? Oh, okay, here he is.
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired.
Aren't you tired?
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Why?
I gobbled her up,
Ooh!
and suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Wow. Wait, what should I do? Should I just keep going?
Rabbits.
Where? Yes! But I don't want to eat the
Imagine his face
rabbit.
looking up and seeing mine through my talons.
Oh no,
I swallowed him
my
up,
pet.
and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
She ate my pet. It looks like Skyrim now, what? Yeah, it's fun actually.
A mama rabbit.
Where? Mama rabbit, where? No!
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating.
This feels bad.
Suddenly, I was a shark.
Shark? On the tree? Wow. Now die. Lol. Hello? Okay. I'm a shark
I
rolling
rolled
down
off
the
a cliff and into the
mountain.
ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Whoa.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Where did he go? This kid is a devil.
I grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
What the heck? You? Is that me? Oh, look at me dancing, la la la. Wait. Wow. Creepy as
Now
fuck.
I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Why is she so hungry? Because her parents locks the door before, after like making her go sleep, so that she sleeps. But then she was hungry, so she had nothing to eat, so she's eating everything. Is this horror game or animal simulator? I don't know, man. Wow, this is creepy as
I
fuck.
was big, but I moved real quiet.
Don't tell me. Wow. Hey, look down. No. Eating humans now.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
That was big, that's what he said. He said, huh? Wow, that song is so loud. My ears. Wait, huh? Is he outside?
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
Whoa.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Okay. Good place to come from.
I got closer and closer.
In case it's too dark, I'll just increase the brightness by mistake. Let's go. Where am I supposed to go? All my stomach.
All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
Oh my god. Turning out to be horror one la.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Bruh just went in a YouTube channel which has 3 million subs and all the comments are bots. How do they exist? Yeah, man. They're just, you can buy, I think, pay the bots and stuff. Is she the cat now? No. We're gonna climb under the tree now. Nope.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Molly. Buy some also. I'm so poor, I cannot even buy.
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
The way the
We got along, and it
subtitles,
was a good place to hide from my mom.
the way the subtitles are showing up, it's really cool.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
He seems like a rapper.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Mole man. Look at his nose.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time. One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Built 1937.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Oh lol.
even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother. The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
True, true. Another book. There's a secret in this bathroom. Another secret. Let's go, let's go.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look.
It's in the last place.
It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Oh wow. Interesting.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Those are real pictures, right? Wait, how do I crouch? Okay. Milton. Milton is our brother. Fort Sam. Fort Kelvin. So Kelvin is the dead brother of Fort Sam. And Ford used to live with him. Wow, this there. What's the purpose of this?
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Oh wow.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
You have to do something? Oh.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
I was like,
Calvin, dinner's ready. Coming.
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
it
I
feels
told
like
him
he's
going
flying too
around was
high.
impossible. Maybe
Oh.
if I hadn't said that,
Oh, that's how he dies, I think.
Not gonna tell you again.
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Oh no. Oh no.
The day he made up his mind to fly.
Shit.
And he did.
Oh, that's how he died, okay.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
So never do it. Kelvin is an example.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
But I cannot open the door. Guess I have to go this side. Okay. Oh, another secret room door. I mean, what? Wow. Sheesh.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Should die. It's for going out, right? I don't want to go out.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Barbara Finch. You're a star.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Dreadful stories. Barbara Finch.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch.
That's scary.
As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Oh
Okay,
no.
I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents
He's
to...
already said.
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe.
Oh.
I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box.
He's already said. Ah. That's funny.
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Do I have to walk? Okay. Wow.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
gang's
Yes,
leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
The old fridge rattled.
Now it's
Still.
now it's Marvel's comic style. Maza. Yes, that's fun.
Oh dear!
Oh no.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Yeah, where's this? Where's this? Hey, run! Why are you walking? Hell?
Walter, are you there? Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Oh no.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Well, you should have closed the.
She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it.
Wait, where do I go?
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
The game doesn't tell me when to move. I was just waiting there. Why she's walking so slow? Bruh.
The hookman had vanished.
Oh no.
She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
What if it's her husband? Oh shit, she killed her. Him. No, it's not her husband. She's not married.
Door was dying to
Could be her
speak
boyfriend
to
though.
young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh my god.
Oh dear.
Lord.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true.
Lol.
She saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom.
That's a dark story, man.
Unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Oh my god.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
That's a dark story. The hell?
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
That was not a happy ending. You should try. Visage one of the carries. Okay. I'll try. Wait, how? I'll try those games that you said. Yeah, I should go back. Okay.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box. Edie's father, Odin, built the original house. Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Barbara.
It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
Was this game story? It's not clear for me. Yeah, same here. It's like really confusing till now. So I keep it. Okay, got the key. I'll hide my keys like that. Good thing to do.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Tetanus. Tetanus, she said tetanus.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
You just told people where you will hide, lol. Is her house gone?
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
No, I'll not hide it exactly like the one showed in this game, but make something of my own.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Secret door. Wow, it's so dark I can't even see anything.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
It's a mining
She said
shaft.
after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Oh wow.
If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
It's a secret basement.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow.
What did you just eat? What?
But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
True, true, that's true.
Even
Another
a
one.
monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
That's mango? What is he eating?
And then one day, everything just stopped.
How many times?
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can.
Another door. How many doors they have? Oh my god. Door after door after door after door.
I know it's out there somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
Ooh, that's cool.
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food.
Let's go.
I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
No. Oh, so the train killed him? My electricity is gone. Shit, man.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Oh, it's back. So Walter died. The train.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Don't go down.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
So it's like
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house,
it's like she's
I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
like figuring out how everyone died.
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else.
You go fast.
But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Oh. At the end. Can I jump from here? Nope.
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of.
Wait, I'm not supposed to go there, I think. The scenery is so beautiful, so I was just
To be
walking there.
honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
Oh yeah. Same.
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth. And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Len, even she is lost. She doesn't know what's happening.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Oh, they were all ready for the death.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Lucy, Daisy, Charlie, Parker, Coco, Joey. Bob. Can I interact with anything?
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Kelvin Finch, 7 Finch, 80 Finch. So he is the architect, he's the civil engineer. Walter Finch, Barbara Finch.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
What? It's not clear.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
That's the old house. Ah. Wait. Is that all?
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Sanjay Kumar. What? That's an Indian name. So in the Finch family there is Sanjay Kumar. Interesting.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
But did you find everything? It's still confusing. It doesn't feel real.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Wait, she's pregnant and oh my god, that's risky. Go fast, go fast. She's pregnant and climbing the trees. What the heck? That's risky.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
No, I didn't mean to click it. Ooh.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Mm-hmm. Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
How do I adjust this? Blurry as fuck.
Shouldn't we be leaving?
Just want to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can take off.
Oh,
What?
okay. Lol.
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. The camera's older
Okay.
than you are.
What do you want to click? It's also blurry.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Nope. That's not what you want to click. Okay, the bar.
Aw.
What else? Wait, I need to pick a call. Give me a second. I'm back. Sorry. What should I click?
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Okay.
Hold.
Hey!
That's a keeper.
That's a keeper.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
It's not clear. जल्दी आओ.
Last time I was with my brother Calvin.
जल्दी नहीं ये खत्म कर
That was
गएंगे.
a great trip.
Oh, there you go.
Good eyes, Don. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn off
Photography
your
class
imagination.
नहीं.
Focus on
Not
the
really,
camera.
but it's a good story game, so I'm just playing.
Do I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong.
Whoa.
Great shot, Don!
Oh, he's taking a selfie now. What the fuck?
I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay? Sorry, Don. Just gotta reset the timer.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
so-
normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about.
Dad!
Oh no. That's how he died?
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Oh no, that's sad.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something. After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
One sec, guys. I'll be back. Give me like 1 second. I'm back. Oh, sorry. Something popped up, so I had to take care of it. Okay, so we're in another room. Wait, is there something to look on here? Divorce contract. Sam Finch. Wait, what do you mean? Wait. Don't keep it. Take it. Didn't Sam die
Dear
at a
Kay,
young age?
Do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Hey, what the fuck? This kid is controlling the pig. Wow.
Back time's over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie.
Hold on, sweetie.
Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw. What his world was like.
Oh. So that's a world of a kid.
It reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination. Whatever it was he saw.
It's fun. Oh wait, I think.
Sure made him happy.
What do I have to do? Oh, I have to go up there.
I know how silly it sounds. But I worried about a baby being too happy.
Oh, so what is happening? It's like the game is showing how each one of the family members died.
About that, Gregory?
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
Again. Oh.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw.
So the what the filled up, and that's how the kid died. Oh no.
Hey, there's so much I don't understand about Gregory. About everything.
That's how he died. So it's like the game is showing how each one of them died. So the mother was fighting with with her husband, and she forgot about a kid.
Wasn't your fault.
So I think while playing with the toys, he turned the water thing on. The tape on, so then the water filled up and he couldn't breathe.
And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Len, did you understand what happened? It's like how each one
I
of
can't imagine
them.
my mom ever writing poetry, and yet
4 poems for
A poem for Gus,
Gus.
who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Now I'm flying a kite. Your mom is careless. And yeah, so
I
careless.
tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom were the words that I
now
remember.
pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Oh, so there's her stepmom getting married. He's flying a kite. And what am I supposed to do?
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Ooh. Censored. So he didn't want the stepmom, I think, which is why he's pissed off.
Wind picked up and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Oh, so there was wind.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Oh, so he was flying the kite and there was thunder. And that's how he dies. This kite is kind of fancy. It's like, even if it's touching the ground, it's still flying. What am I supposed to do? I wish that what? What am I supposed to do? The hell? Maybe cut the kite. How do I do it? No button is locked, none of them. Or put it in the water. Okay, I'll trying. Nope. Not happening. And can I make it long? Nope. Oh, it's going everywhere. That's weird. Oh, okay.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
Oh, that's how he died. So he was just flying his kite and everyone
She never
forgot
told me
about him.
But Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Oh wow.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
This is risky for you. Then the girl, like the character, is pregnant and she's climbing all this
She spent a summer
stuff.
building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Oh, so his dad is Sanjay Kumar. Her dad is Sanjay Kumar. Kolkata.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
You went to Calcutta, then met her dad.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English.
Oh.
Lewis was born a year later. When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again.
Her family all doing risky things and dying. Yeah. Everyone is dying, like.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
He had a big family and everyone was dying one by one.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
They even had a school. What?
But it didn't last.
Like a homeschool, I think.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle. After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Milton says her brother. So, how do I get in? There you go.
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
Okay. Ooh.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
What am I supposed to do? Okay. That's interesting. So he went inside the door and disappeared. What the heck?
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Hey, that they skipped the story of Milton. That's nothing. It's just a picture book. He went inside the door and disappeared. That's what you know about him. What the heck? Am I I'll go sleep now, bro. Have fun playing. Okay, bro. Take care. Have a good sleep. See you later.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Second. I have to go out from the same place.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Good. The house is in a perfect place, but if there is a tsunami or something, too much rain or something, a bit risky. But the place is so beautiful. Okay, there is a stair upward.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but
How
I think Louis blamed himself.
big is this?
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery. Everyone always told me to stay out of Louis's room.
Weed.
Except Louis.
I say weed. I say weed.
Louis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Hey, don't go. Didn't mean to do it. Oh, the door is locked. Yep. Just a bed. Dual monitor. PC. This guy was a gamer, for sure.
Louis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Oh. Feels bad.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to...
Mind begin to what? Is,
wander.
Oh, oh, oh. Is mine.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth.
The game is making me do 2 things at a time.
He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
Wait, huh? So how did I come out? Wait, I was not supposed to come out. No, I was supposed to go there. Why am I outside? Don't tell me I have to restart. Oh no. I think I'm lost. How did my guy came out like that? Get in. It's bugged. Wait, we'll be back. Right back.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery. But he withdrew part of himself.
So he used to be a drug addict, I think.
In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander. I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something new. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
So I had to go this side, but my guy went out for some reason. Buggy.
But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on.
Wait, where are you going? So I think it's just because he daydreams.
It seemed very promising at first.
While like
He
working
told
with
me
this
he'd made a
machine.
new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
I'm going in the middle of the road. I don't know now.
Songs for them to play.
Break the game again.
He talked about starting a band.
Okay.
And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won.
What?
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
No, I'm
He'd
sailing
conquer
a
a city,
ship.
then immediately push on.
What is she talking about?
New Louisville.
Is this all his imagination?
St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
Oh. He's like
In
working
Louisville,
and imagining
he heard
stuff.
rumors of a handsome queen.
Handsome queen? What?
The Queen was on her own quest for...
Oh, I have to select this.
Radiant rainbows.
Red in... It's like in Valorant.
He followed the sound of her...
Electric sitar.
electric sitar.
Are those all written in Sanskrit or something?
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
Slowly the whole thing
He
is
knew the
disappearing.
world was all in his imagination.
I think that's how he will die. Because he's in his imagination with this
But he was so proud of
dangerous
having created it.
machine.
In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
No, is
Began
he
to
gonna...
forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Is that him? Hello? Where am I supposed to be?
I still thought I could save him.
Oh, I think he'll kill
Even after
himself.
he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
So, while imagining this stuff, he just climbed the machine and kept going like this. And he dies, I think. Because he gets shot by the
Including the
machine.
wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him. His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do.
Kill himself.
Bend down his head.
And then get chopped. See, this is the thing where you get chopped. Oh, that's how he died. Oh my god.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Turns out everyone in this house is crazy.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but
But
he was
he's not-
surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot. On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Happy 90th birthday.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now was to tell you about that last night. That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Hey, what happened? Oh. I thought it's the end, so I was sitting peacefully with my hands back. So I'm the granny now?
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight.
Oh.
We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
It's like something is wrong with the house.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Oh no. He's a brave one though. Trying to go there.
Turned around. For a while, I wandered. I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
Yeah. You came back to them.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you.
About me?
I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it.
Oh, it's the baby inside her.
And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Ah. So everyone in the family dies really soon. Because of some weird reason. A story by Giant Sparrow. Or Charlie Dallas. What? Oh. Oh, it's a real story. Is it a real story? Based on a true story? Technical design. Oh, there's some younger pictures are on, I think. The developers, I mean. The programmer. Unlockable program. No. Is that it? How long do I have to? What's this? Replay a story option is now available. Select edit and from the beginning. Okay, guys, that's it. I think that's it. That's the end. So thank you so much for watching. That's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the game. I'll do a few more like storyline game later on in the future. I was planning of doing this from a long time but didn't have the time, so since today I got the time, so I did it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope to see you all later. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye bye, take care, good night.